for this session, we are keeping everyone in mute for the time being. Only the respected guests and speakers will be unmuted during this session. I hope you will all enjoy the session and need your kind cooperation. Thank you.
Jakaria bhai, I think Deepak Mathur sir joined with us.
Maybe it is Deepak Kumar. Let's see. Are you sure? No, I checked.
Good morning, Dr. Sheikh Fattah. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, good morning, Jakaria. Nice
morning.
to have you here.
Thank you so much for joining the sessions. So I'm glad to let you know that our Region 10 Director, Professor Akinori, has already joined with us. So you can say hello to our honorable guest.
Wow, great, great. So sorry, Professor Aki. Welcome to TENSYMP 2020. I was in another room. In parallel, 6 sessions are running on.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to see you. Great.
Yeah, I'll be glad to be here.
So we started very early in the morning, our first session. 6 sessions are going on. And each session, we have 2 session chairs. So yes, it's a virtual conference, new experience for us, but really it's good because only the presentation was, I should say, more precise because authors, they had made it very well thought presentation, and question answer session was live. I mean, audience can ask questions as many as they can at the session chairs.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
And people became very careful about time management. That's another good thing.
Right, right.
They arrived on time, they presented on time and everything. They enjoyed it. They looked like enjoying it.
Oh, good.
And thanks to the session chairs from inside Bangladesh, from outside Bangladesh, they arrived so early before the presentation. That's yes.
Yeah, Professor Kuno from Japan, he joined in the early morning. Professor Kuno.
Okay.
He was one of our invited speakers.
Yeah, Region 10 is very wide, so the time is so different from east side and the west side.
I like your cherry background. Is it the original one? Oh, it must be an artificial one during the winter, right?
No, not winter, but spring. I took it early April.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our campus. I will show you here.
Okay.
You may see the clock tower.
Okay.
Behind.
Clock tower.
Yes. That's
behind
our
the cherry.
symbol of our university.
Thank you. Nice view.
What is there on the top of the tower? On the top of the tower?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. In the picture, we can see something.
Something?
Oh, no. It's a, flat. Yeah. Flat, yeah.
Dear audience, welcome to the inaugural session of IEEE TENSYMP 2020. And we are very honored to have you all among us. Just for your information, We will start the session very soon. We are waiting for our other honorable guests to join. As soon as they join, we will start the session. And for your information, for the time being, we are keeping everyone in mute except the honorable guests and speakers of this inaugural session. I hope you will all cooperate this session and enjoy a happy, exciting time. Thank you.
Yes, Professor Vaishri Kuno is waiting. Yes, he has entered. A good thing is that our honorable session chairs, they have finished their session and they joined the inaugural session.
Okay.
So good morning. Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Welcome everyone to the inaugural session of IEEE TENSYMP 2020 from IEEE Bangaldesh Section. It is our pleasure to organize this flagship conference for the very first time along with IEEE Region 10. And it is our excitement to have you all among us in this very precious moment. As we all know that this is the very first time IEEE Region 10 is organizing a flagship conference virtually, and IEEE Bangaldesh Section is honored to be a part of this history. This is Mohammad Zakaria Haider. I will be the host in this inaugural session. Along with me, Mr. Raihanur Rashid, Secretary, IEEE Bangaldesh Section and IEEE TENSYMP 2020, and ANM Nasimun Nobi, Virtual Conference Management Chair of TENSYMP 20, will co-with me as the co-host throughout this whole session. We are very excited to have Professor Dr. Akinori Nishihara, Director IEEE Region 10. We are also glad to have Dr. Kukjin Chun, Vice President IEEE MGA. And we will be starting the session very soon. Without any further delay, I am handing over my place to Dr. Celia Shahnaz, Chair IEEE Bangaldesh Section and General Chair of IEEE TENSYMP 2020 to conduct the inaugural session from now on. Professor Dr. Celia Shahnaz.
Thank you, Zakaria Haider. Thank you, all the respected guests, our special guest, and also our chief guest, who may not be physically or virtually present here, but I know he is present with us in spirit. We are trying hard to get his presence. So it is an honor to welcome you all. IEEE TENSYMP 2020, as our host said, this is the first online flagship conference jointly organized by IEEE Bangaldesh Section and Region 10. And it was supposed to be held face-to-face at Dhaka during 5 to 7 June 2020. Actually, to be with humble submission, I must admit that it was a dream of myself as a mid-career women leader in Bangladesh Section, but I get immense pleasure and satisfaction when I see my appeal to transform this COVID-19 pandemic crisis into the power of knowledge sharing and to devote many passionate members and non-members to become engaged in organizing IEEE TENSYMP 2020 as a full virtual conference. Actually, this passion or this initiative started when we founded this Women in Engineering conference in Dhaka in 2015, and then we conducted so many versions, 5 versions of it in collaboration with our Women in Engineering affinity groups in collaboration with Indian sections, Thailand section. And then in 2017, it was an opportunity for me to mentor the younger generation and concentrate in achieving a remarkable success in art and HTC. And that provided us a confidence to lead an application and win the 2018 IEEE MGL Large Section Award. In 2019, IEEE Bangaldesh Section, along with 5 IEEE Technical Society chapters in Bangladesh, such as SPS, IS, RAS, EMBS, SIT. We have organized special area-specific conferences and workshops in a co-located venue. That is a vision of our MGA Vice President, Professor Kukjin, that he said and conveyed the message during our Region 10 meeting in 2020. And it was also a very life-changing decision when we decided to file application and conduct the IEEE Signal Processing Society funded Winter School on Multimedia Signal Processing, Industry Forum, Women to Women Empowerment Challenge, Robotics Hackathon, and many other things. Actually, this way, we have utilized 2019 as a preparation or platform year, and we have encouraged our volunteer for capacity building so that we can handle TENSYMP 2020. So I should thank my younger volunteer team. I, along with my team, actually conducted a rigorous promotional activity that resulted in a huge submissions from Australia, Bangladesh, Brunei, Canada, China, Germany, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Mongolia, Philippines, Scotland, South Korea, Sri Lanka, Taiwan, and USA. Around 43 keynote invited tutorial speakers from USA, Japan, India, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Ireland, Australia, Singapore, Argentina, China, Vietnam, Philippines, and Pakistan contributed in IEEE TENSYMP 2020. Actually, this has really created a great platform of knowledge sharing for ATEN members in this pandemic situation with all other IEEE regions globally, especially who are unable to pay a high registration fee to attend a flagship conference outside own country. So I express my sincere gratitude to Region 10 Director, Professor Akinori, Region 10 past Director, Professor Kukjin, Region 10 different committee chairs, and our respected authors who are the silent heroes of this conference, our speakers, our reviewers who worked very hard during the pandemic situation, our Region 10 advisors, and other members for this initiative to come to this stage. We really are working very hard to make IEEE TENSYMP 2020 a pride of Region 10. Hope this capacity building and this experience will prepare us and our contributing members from all over Region 10 to bring a flagship conference from any of the IEEE Technical Society here in Bangladesh, and will help building the capacity, not only in Bangladesh, around whole Region 10. Hope this effort will be globally visible and it will inspire many more members and non-members in IEEE and to be engaged and to retain in IEEE. And that is the purpose of MG also, membership engagement, membership retention, membership development. So hope you will enjoy this 3-day conference. With further delay, I really like to invite our next speaker, and I wish your cooperation for all 3 days. Our chief guest, Professor Fukuda, is, I can see he is able to enter.
Yes, ma'am. Toshio Fukuda is here with us.
Yes, and we feel our strongest gratitude, Professor Fukuda, IEEE president, who made a great effort managed his time. He has a lot of commitments, hundreds of conferences going virtual, a lot of messages. So without doing any delay, I welcome Professor Toshio Fukuda on behalf of IEEE TENSYMP 2020. And with your permission, Toshio Fukuda, we have started already, and we are now ready to listen to our special guest, Professor Akinori Nishihara. Thank you, Professor Akinori Nishihara. Now floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Celia. Toshi laughing. Yeah.
Hello, Toshi.
On behalf of the entire IEEE Region 10, I would like to congratulate the successful organization of IEEE TENSYMP 2020. TENSYMP is a flagship conference. Yeah, actually we have 3 flagship conferences, and TENSYMP is one of them. And this year's host is our Bangladesh section, one of the large sections in Region 10. And Bangladesh section is rapidly growing. It had only 500 members in 2009, 10 years ago. So in IEEE definition, it was a small section. But in 2019, in the end of last year, there were 3,713 members, which is more than 7 times in 10 years. So it's a remarkable growth. And Bangladesh section also received 2018 IEEE Region 10 WIE Outstanding Section Affinity Group Award, and 2018 IEEE Region 10 Young Professionals Outstanding Section Affinity Group Award. So double award in the same year. And our General Chair of TENSYMP 2020, Celia Shahnaz, received a 2019 IEEE Region 10 Humanitarian Technology Activities Outstanding Volunteer Award. And our Technical Program Chair, Shaikh Fattah, received the same award in 2017. So you see very active volunteers are there in Bangladesh section. The theme of this year's TENSYMP is Technology for Impactful Sustainable Development. And we have many top keynote and invited talks. And the organizing committee collected 1,030 papers, and only 43% were accepted. There are many other parallel events, that is special sessions, workshops, special tracks of WIE, YP, HAC, industry, academia, student activities, and so on. Well, this year, 2020, is a special year for Region 10 because IEEE President, Vice President for MGA, Vice President for Technical Activities are from Region 10. But this year is also very special when we have COVID-19 pandemic. And we are forced to move our many events to virtual or online. So under this situation, TENSYMP 2020 is the first online flagship conference of IEEE Region 10. So although I see many familiar names in the participant list, we cannot shake hands, we cannot talk over a cup of tea or coffee, but we can fully utilize our technology to exchange our ideas and thoughts over internet. So I do hope all participants will enjoy and profit from TENSYMP 2020. We thank you very much for your promised attendance and contributions. Finally, I would like to thank all the TENSYMP organizing committee members for their hard work in preparing this important event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Akinori, for your insightful comments and for your appreciation for IEEE Bangaldesh Section members and presenting it to the Regent and members. So as Professor Aki said, that this year is very special. So now we are ready to listen to our MDA Vice President from Region 10, Kukjin Chun. So I will request our host to share his slide because it is a great honor that Kukjin Chun has provided us consent to share his mission and vision on MGA. So it will be great learning and statistics for all of us. We are waiting for the slide to load it. There
Good
we
morning.
go.
Yeah. Good morning, people in India, Bangladesh, and good afternoon, people in Japan, New Zealand, and good evening for the people in America. As the IEEE Vice President of Member and Geography Activities, it is my honor to congratulate the very successful conference, IEEE TENSYMP 2020 in Dhaka, Bangladesh. TENSYMP is a flagship conference of IEEE Region 10, and it became an annual event. TENSYMP has established and continued a very good tradition of good quality paper presentations in a wide variety of technical disciplines. IEEE is holding close to 2,000 conferences this year, including TENSYMP, but due to the pandemic, all the conferences have been either in virtual format or even canceled. So I'm glad that TENSYMP 2020 is organized well and going for virtual. This big event is not possible without devoted volunteers, and I'd like to thank the organizing committee and the technical program committee who prepared for this successful event. I really appreciate Professor Celia, Shahnaz, and the technical program chairs and organizing team of this conference. I'd like to use this opportunity to introduce IEEE MDA to all of you with a few slides. Okay, next slide, please.
Jakaria, next slide.
Thank you. Well, you are seeing MGA mission and vision, and there are several keywords here that the engagement and collaboration and for this year, MGA is focusing the engagement of members and then the collaboration with other business OUs like technical activity board or publication board or standard or educational board. Next page, please. Next slide. Yeah. Well, this slide shows some key functions of an MGA that many of you know some of these functions, like a member development, member research, and product portfolio management. And I think you're enjoying IEEE TV or Collaboratech. And then annual membership cycle and processing of renewal. And you are receiving the membership cards, and you can be elevated to other grade. And you can contact support center if you have any question or any inquiry. And we have a student bodies and YPs and WIEs and then life members affinity groups. And then there are more than 10 committees for admission and advancement or fellow. And then we have sections, chapters, and affinity groups and student branches. So MGA is providing volunteer training for all these leaders of this the units, geo units. Okay, next page, please. Next slide. Well, this is a big chart regarding the benefits for the IEEE members. in the MGA side. So from the joining to the renewing your membership, you can enjoy roughly 40 different types of benefits. Okay, like you can the welcome message and the networking with others, and then volunteering with the micro volunteering, and then support from a local unit, and then again grade elevations and the discounts on the conferences and on the educational the resources, and then you can enjoy a society or IEEE product. And the MGA is providing help to find a job or write a resume or how to make a good interview. Next, please. Okay, this slide shows the membership for each region from 1 to 6 in United States and 7 in Canada, 8 in Europe, Africa, 9 in South America, and then 10 in the Asia region. And as you know, the region 1 to 6, America covers roughly 40% of total membership, while region 10 covers 32% of the membership. And you can see the chart for high grade members and life members and graduate students. Next page, please. Well, this slide shows the top 10 largest sections in terms of membership. Santa Clara in California area is the biggest, followed by the Beijing section and UK and Ireland. And then now you can see a few sections in region 10, like Kerala, Bangalore, Tokyo, Madras, and Bombay. Next slide. Well, this is for the membership in terms of country. So USA is the biggest, followed by India, China, and Canada and Japan. Next one, please. This slide shows student members, including graduate student members. You can see the number 5 is Bangladesh. So I really congratulate and appreciate your effort, for increasing those membership. Okay, this slide shows the number of geo units. From last year, IEEE has more than 10,000 units from the sections to the student branch affinity groups. And there are roughly 2,500 chapters in the world and over 3,000 student branches in the world. So IEEE is really active in terms of those activities, either in technical or in the networking, the purpose. Next one, please. Okay, for this year, MJ set up a few, I would say, priorities. The sections are quite strong in terms of networking and administration, but we need to strengthen our technical activity, technical level in the section. Then the collaboration with the chapter or society is very important in the sense. So MGA is trying to promote section vitality from joint activity among section and chapter. That's the biggest part for this year. So the MGA and TA joint ad hoc committee is led by Region 3 Director Jill Gustin, and she is looking at the chapter and how to enable chapters and promote chapters to collaborate with sections. And sadly, the sections congress is canceled for the face-to-face meeting, but the MJ board will continue to look at the next step for a better sections congress. And then there are several ad hocs like regional geographic strategies that how regions can be realigned in terms of membership and the activity and the IEEE revenue. And the dues are supposed to be rather high compared to other societies, institutes. So some members, the leadership are looking at how to, reduce the membership dues, while maintaining the IEEE, all the operation, in a very sustainable. Next one, please. Okay, this is last. Well, we have a lot of members, and if we have a member saying that I feel welcome, my needs are met, or I make a difference, I'm the IEEE, and I'm a part of something great, then I think these satisfied members will renew the membership and then refer IEEE to others. So I understand that this TENSYMP has a IEEE members or non-members, but as you see, IEEE is offering a lot of benefits, and it's the biggest technical society in the world in every discipline. So it's worth while joining this IEEE. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Kukjin, for sharing the information of this year's MGM mission and vision, and sharing the statistics where our region 10 sections are standing and what are the benefits we can utilize for our members' satisfaction, and to create smart members so that we can really contribute for advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. So now the most awaited moment, our beloved Toshio Fukuda, IEEE President, first President, IEEE President from Region 10. It is a great honor for all of us. It's a great thing. So I will request Professor Toshio Fukuda, our pride, to provide his valuable speech for the diversified members present here from different countries: Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia. Thank you, Toshi. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Serious, and thank you very much for inviting me here. Your TENSYMP 2020 in Dhaka. That's great. IEEE now facing such a kind of corona pandemic, so that we are challenging new type of kind of conference meetings, as other people mentioned. It's great. Thanks to Celia, Shahnaz-san, also PC Chair, Shaikh, and now Fattah-san. Thank you very much for such a great your works. It was so amazing. You received so many papers from 16 countries in this situation of corona pandemic, that you received such a over 1,000 papers. Great. Such a good. I feel such an energy from Region 10, particularly Bangladesh, from your kind of group, what you're doing. And I really appreciate that you have such a energy and your devotion to IEEE activities. That's great. And that TENSYMP, that's a kind of a great event in this situation, as I mentioned, but this one might be bigger than TENCON. That's it, because during that time, the last 3 months, students cannot come to university. No research was going on. So that's good. So last kind of a couple of months, no works going on. Only software type of research, but no experimental works. So that's why kind of you did a great kind of achievement in TENSYMP. And I hope everybody now over the kind of physical location, over the time kind of constraint, still we can get together in Dhaka in this time. Once again, congratulations, Celia-san and Fattah-san for TENSYMP 2020. It's a great to see that. Really, thank you very much. Also, thank you very much for solving a problem to join Zoom here. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Celia-san, congratulations. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
yes,
Ken.
I can hear you. So
Great.
actually, I had the opportunity to listen to your technical talks in many flagship conferences. You have diversified expertise area, but especially your talk on robotics. If it would have been great if we could get you for a
Oh.
robotics talk
Don't worry.
in future.
No, don't worry. You can go to YouTube. I put
Yes,
already
for
my
sure.
talk into YouTube.
Yes, that's a good
Multi-scale
source of
robotics.
information.
Long
Yes,
time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Still it's valid. Great.
yes. Thank you.
YouTube.
Thank you for the information. Yes. Hopefully our younger generation will use it and try to prepare themselves.
If you need
Following
more,
your
I can send
footsteps.
all kind of link for my lecture series. 15
Thank you.
lectures.
Yeah. Great resource. So thank you, Toshi. So now I will request our technical program chair to provide his valuable speech to give highlights about the technical contributions our team has made. It is a very good teamwork. Thank you. Welcome, Professor Fattah. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great privilege for me to share the roadmap. Actually, the
Sound is less.
the way we reached at this moment. Really, it's a very pleasant moment for us. I mean, it's a story. It's just like a story. During the last phase of our paper submission of TENSYMP, the whole world was facing a global COVID-19 pandemic. In every aspect of life, there was an impulsive change that halted all of our regular activities. The fate of TENSYMP 2020 became uncertain, but we, a very strongly motivated program committee, didn't lose our hope. And behind us, we got tremendous support from our beloved technical communities, not only in Region 10, all over the world, who are very much affectionate to all of our Bangladeshi volunteers, as well as Region 10 volunteers. In spite of severe obstacles in the Corona crisis, we received, as Toshi-san said, we received more than 1,000 valid submissions involving 2,308 authors. That's a huge number from 19 countries. So really, this huge magnitude of submission increased the responsibility as well as expectation. The next challenge was to receive reviews. Toshi-san, what he said, like it's a very difficult when we are requesting our reviewers, they are not at their regular location. So it was very hard job. In spite of their limited resources and lack of work environment is very important, which was lacking. So we received 2,365 double-blind reviews from 293 reviewers from 18 countries. Thanks to them. And finally, 446 papers, like 43% were registered from 17 countries, including Bangladesh. So just a comparison, if I comparison all the TENSYMPs from 2013, so the highest one was last year, 149, and this year is almost 3 times than ever. So in order to, like the question was why we are not delaying the conference. In order to ensure timely dissemination of authors' research outcome, instead of shifting the conference dates, we plan to organize a full virtual conference. the final challenge was this new concept of full virtual mode of conference, neither online nor virtual. So it's a full virtual. So we had to design it from scratch with a lot of imagination to make it truly full virtual conference. Considering the smooth, uninterrupted operation, we collected the pre-recorded video presentations and slides. Also, we gave an option to the authors, they can present live also. The question and sessions are live here. The conference program is designed with 70 parallel technical sessions with more than 140 session chairs, 43 keynote invited talks from 15 countries. And we have some parallel sessions from Women in Engineering, Young Professionals, Humanitarian Activity Committee, Industry Academia Collaboration, and Student Activity Committee. Especially thanks to Region 10 coordinators, they helped us to build these all different events. I must show my sincere gratitude to some unbelievable volunteers who are working day and night for the success of this conference. Thanks to General Chair, Professor Shahnaz, a highly dedicated volunteer. And I must thank, this is a big occasion, to all my 4 TPC co-chairs, Professor Moshul, Professor Abdurrahman, Professor Rajak, and Professor Kausar. And we have young volunteers, 6 secretaries. They work day and night and still working. Raihan, Saeed, Sajjad, Dipayon, and Rakib. And also virtual conference management chair, so Nasim, Raihan, and Ajmain. So we are grateful to you all, and we are grateful to all the contributors in this conference. So thank you all. Thank you for contributing this conference. Hope you will be enjoying a very good conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Fattah. We will be busy with our presentation and following the IEEE guidelines to collect the chair's comment. But this is the only moment when we could get an idea about the technical contribution coming from the authors, reviewers, papers, and different countries in Region 10 and beyond Region 10. Thanks for making this time very fruitful for us so that we can take it to the next level. So without further delay, we are almost at the end of the session. Thanks for all the cooperations. I can see our very dedicated, engaged IEEE contributors from almost more than 50 universities in this country. Our beloved members from India, Malaysia, Mongolia, and many other countries, Japan and USA, and many more countries. So thanks for making this time. It's an honor because our IEEE President, our beloved Toshio Fukuda, our MGA Vice President, our Region 10 Director has made time for us. And also our invited speakers who will be speaking later, they also joined in this inauguration session. So it's a great moment for all of us. So with permission of our guests, let us conclude the session if no more things to add. So I will request our host to take a group photo to capture this historic moment. It's not only the history for only Bangladesh, actually it is a history for whole Region 10. It is not only the contribution of Bangladesh, it is the contribution of every hardworking members of Region 10. Thank you. Let us move for the photo session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Toshio. We were thinking about some synthetic clap, but you have done us the real clap.
Real clap.
Thank you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
All the
Thank
participants, we have just one activity left. You know that due to this pandemic, we could not able to attend this amazing conference physically. So as an alternative, we try to capture this moment virtually. So I would request all the participants who have already joined in our inaugural sessions to start their video so that we can see your face and capture this moment in such a precious moment. All the participants, I would request you to open your video camera so that we can take a group.
If they feel comfortable, then It's okay.
Definitely.
So we had more than 160 at time. I saw 170 participants.
Yes. So let's start doing.
Yes.
Yes,
Everybody is ready?
yes,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
great.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, with your permission, Celia, Shahnaz ma'am, we can go for the conclusion of these sessions. The floor is
Thank
up
you,
to
Jakaria Haidar. Thank you, our immediate past secretary, our very dedicated volunteer. Thank you for your leadership. So goodbye, goodbye, and stay safe, stay safe,
Bye.
You
and
too.
keep
You too.
and keep connected. Thank you,
Yeah.
Professor Kukjin. Thank you, Professor
Bye-bye.
Akisan. And thanks all the invited speakers, all the participants, all the session chair. Let us move to the next parallel session, which is awaiting 6th parallel session. Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.